Have you ever wondered how muralists scale their small designs to a super large wall and keep all of the proportions right? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you the easy way to do that. When I first started painting murals, I actually used to scale my designs the old-fashioned way. That takes a lot of measuring and stuff, and honestly, it was really difficult for me to follow, especially like with my ADHD issue. So, lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so then I figured out the doodle grid method. One day I was watching somebody paint a mural, and I noticed that they were painting their portrait, or whatever, over top this wall that was primed, but it had all these like random scribbles and letters and numbers all over it, and I didn't really know what it meant. I thought it was some weird cryptic design that, you know, maybe was an addition to their mural or something like that, but that's not true. What it really was, I found out, is a doodle grid. And a doodle grid is the easiest way for you to scale your small design to a large wall. Today I'm going to show you the easy way to use the doodle grid method using an iPad. In a later video, I'm going to explain the same method using an iPhone or a smartphone. But today we're working with the iPad. If you don't have Procreate on your iPad, I would go ahead and download that now. It costs only $10 and you get to keep Procreate for a lifetime. I use Procreate to create all of my designs for all of my murals anyway, so really it's a really good investment if you're going to be painting murals at all. Keep watching, I'll get to the doodle grid in a moment, but for right now, go ahead and click that subscribe button for me. I'd really appreciate it. I'm trying to build this channel up so I can spread my knowledge with more lovely people trying to learn the art of mural painting. All right, now let's get to the video. All right, so the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to scribble all sorts of random little numbers and letters all over the wall. I like to use numbers and letters that have angles to them because that tends to help. Seriously, guys, it doesn't really matter what you draw here. It's just a reference. All right, so go ahead and open Procreate and get to the design that you want to put on the wall. Isn't this cute? Has a great message, huh? All right, so I'm going to want to crop this because I don't like all that white space that I have on the side there. So you can go up to Canvas and crop it, just so you don't have a bunch of nonsense on there. Kind of drives me crazy sometimes. All right, so here we go. Next, take a photo of your wall. Try to get the straightest angle that you can straight onto the wall. This one's a little bit angled because there was something in the way, but that's okay. I can show you how to deal with that. Now that I have this photo on my iPad, I'm going to go back to the design. Now, first you're going to want to make sure your design is saved as a single layer. Otherwise, you're going to experience issues like this. It's not exactly showing my entire design, and I don't want to ruin each individual layer. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to save the image as a JPEG or a PNG to your photos. And then you're going to want to start a brand new canvas. I like to do 4,000 by 5,000 pixel canvases or 5,000 by 5,000, whichever one works for you. Then insert your flattened image onto the canvas just like this. And then layer the image of your doodle grid. All right, then you go to your layers and you can switch your doodle grid underneath your design. And then you can double tap with 2 fingers on top of your design in order to lower your opacity by dragging your finger from right to left across your screen. So now that you can see through your image a bit, it will be easier for you to scale it to your wall. So we're going to actually use the distort function when we click on our image here. So it says uniform, but we don't want to keep it uniform because we're going to need to get it straightened to that wall. So here I am clicking distort, and we'll be able to drag each corner so that it aligns with the angles of the wall here. And hopefully you won't need to do this. This is a little bit advanced. Just get all your little lines and angles adjusted exactly where you need to have them on the wall. Just like this. Might take a little while to get it exactly right. But be sure to do this correctly the first time because once you start painting, it's going to be really hard to go back and fix it. So now we can see exactly how our image is going to look on our particular wall. It's pretty cool. So you can lower the opacity, heighten the opacity so you can see more or less depending on how you're working. I also like to zoom in.
so I can really see what I'm doing. So now, if you look at the doodle grid, you can see exactly where your image is supposed to be painted. You can see exactly where the B is supposed to start, right by that kind of ZS thing, and then, over through that rectangle. You can see exactly where all of your marks need to go, so all of your mark making can be proportionally correct. All right, now I'm going to use this doodle grid, and I'm going to use my iPad my iPad actually has like a cool strap on it that I can attach to my body. I don't have that strap on it right now, but it does have a little handle on the back of the iPad so that I can't drop it while I paint. I actually use it as my reference while I'm painting. I did take a little time lapse of this entire painting so that you can kind of see how it works. So I wasn't able to get the entire time lapse on here because my phone died, but here is the final product.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video and learned a little something. If you have any questions for me, please feel free to put those in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Also, if you haven't clicked subscribe yet, please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Also, click that notification bell so you can be notified when I drop my next video. I hope everyone has a fantastic day. Remember to stay peaceful, as a calm mind is a creative mind. Now go get inspired, be an influence, and make something beautiful today. Peace.